Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, thanks for coming by. Today we are going to show you how the best way, my way, how to clean out a gas barbecue grill.
Chippa chippa chipmunk, 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 chippa chippa chipmunk, chippa dip 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 dipple do.
Alright guys, like I said, today we're going to clean out this gas grill. We're going to use three major tools today. I'll show you each one. The first one you're going to want to use is a metal scraper. Now this is a regular old Ace brand metal scraper. Love it. I use this little tool all the time, including on the grill here, so this is very versatile. The second tool here is actually a garden shovel. This is a little garden trowel shovel thing. It's the skinny version. Again, another Ace tool. We're going to use this, believe it or not. And the third thing we're going to use is just the regular old Home Depot 5-gallon bucket. Very important tool, as you can tell. I use it for all the time for a lot of stuff. That's why it's so dirty looking. But again, yeah, this is a very useful tool to have. Notice I'm not going to use one of those crazy wire brushes with the little golden wires on it. I would never use that on one of my grills. I don't want one of those little wires getting in on the grill, getting on my food. Be a big hot mess for you. So again, I'm not using one of those. Okay, let's jump right into it. All right, first thing we're gonna do is open this guy up. Let's pull the cover off. Magic. You'll notice I love these little cheap grills. Use them all the time. This particular one is a Dyna-Glo. Bought at the old Lowe's for like $100. But again, if you keep these things clean, they'll last forever. Cheap grills, they work just as nice as the expensive ones. So here we go. You'll notice that got a lot of caked on food garbage on this grill right now, and I gotta clean it off. I'm gonna start to pull this thing out. I'm gonna pull it apart. The first thing I'm gonna pull off here is this grill, and that just kind of pulls out like that. Just slide it out. All right, that'll be one. And then the other things I'm gonna pull out here are these shields. These actually kind of shield the heating elements from the food, and you notice all kinds of drips on there. They just pull out right like this. You want to be careful with them, they're kind of fragile. And I'm going to stick them in my orange bucket here. So as I'm pulling them out, I'm sticking them in the orange bucket. And then pulling that out, sticking them in the orange bucket. Okay, and you'll notice too, back in here, there's a bunch of food particles here on the bottom that we're going to clean out as well. These are the heating elements in here. You want to be very careful not to take one of your tools and accidentally bump into these things. Sometimes they get really fragile as they get old, but we'll go through that in a hot second. Let's take this stuff out to the grass and we'll clean out the components first. All right, guys, I basically took all these components out onto the grass. I don't want to do this up on the deck and get all this black stuff on my deck. I'd rather have it fall onto the grass. I'm gonna get as much as I can into the bucket. So if I just start with this grill first, I'm just gonna kind of notice how I'm using my metal scraper here just to sort of scrape the big chunks off. That's all you really gotta do with it. It doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, you just want to get all the big stuff off so you don't have any grease fires when you're cooking your food. And I'm just gonna kind of go through here and pick stuff off. Okay, next thing we're going to do are these heat shields. So same kind of thing, just kind of pick them up one at a time, put it over your bucket here, and I'm just going to literally scrape the junk here off the heat shield. And I'm just scraping it off. I'm not doing it too hard. All I really want to do is just get rid of all that black stuff. These things they don't last forever, obviously. Look, it's already kind of falling apart here. That's just the way grills operate, but I just want to kind of clean all the junk off as best I can without getting too rough on it, just to avoid the grease fires. Okay, that's all our components. Let's go back up to the grill and clean that out. Okay, here we are back at the grill. Let's clean the dirt out of this as well. Keep in mind, I'm going to be very careful not to even try to touch or bump these heating elements. Like I said, after a while they get brittle and you can break them, and then you got to buy a new grill. But I'm just going to do the best I can just to clean out the junk here. Again, I'm using my scraper and my shovel just to kind of get it out and put it in the bucket, just like that. Okay, that looks about good enough. You're never gonna get it perfectly perfect, but as long as you clean it out the best you can, you're one step ahead of the game. Okay, we're gonna start putting this thing back together now that we've got all our parts somewhat clean. I'm gonna just put on those heat shields one last time here. I'm just gonna kind of be very careful to try to, again, not bump the heating element. Just get that situated right. And there's 3 of them. As you can tell, this grill is getting old, but it still works. I can't complain about that. Alright, so there's my heating elements. And then I'm going to slide the main grill tray back in. And that kind of goes in the same way it went out. We just kind of slide it on in this way, and it fits right in there. There you go. And that's good for another couple months of good cleaning. Thanks again for watching my channel and subscribing and liking as much as you can, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks.